Welcome to Unbiased News, where the opinions are brutally honest but still somehow polite, because golf. So, after months, yes, months, of hacking my way across virtual fairways, it's time I drop my official review of PGA 2K25. If you're expecting sugarcoating, you're in the wrong place. But if you're looking for a genuine take from someone who's been playing these games since the why is there no click system era, pull up a chair and grab a metaphorical 7-iron. Let's rewind for a second. PGA 2K21 was great. Solid. It looked good, felt good, had solid mechanics, and was the first time I felt golf could work as a proper sim game hybrid. But the one thing that made me want to scream into a sand trap? No click system. It was like golfing with chopsticks, possible, but unnecessarily difficult. Then came 2K23, bringing with it the return of the click system, and I thought, they've nailed it. Can't get better than this. And then 2K25 showed up and said, hold my beer. They've introduced a new click system, slightly more challenging, but far more satisfying once you get the rhythm. The timing window is a bit stricter, the margin for error a little tighter. But once you adapt, you'll be landing shots like you've got laser guidance and divine intervention on your side. At first, I felt like I needed a chiropractor for my thumb, but a few rounds in, and it just clicked, pun intended. Now, let's talk about grinding, because that seems to be the internet's favorite thing to complain about. I've seen threads, tweets, and YouTube comments full of people saying, why do I have to grind in this game? And honestly, what did you expect? It's a golf simulator, not a free pass to Augusta. Games are meant to be played, hours are meant to be invested, and you're meant to feel progress over time. If grinding for gear and progression isn't your thing, then you might want to find a different genre. Golf games aren't for the instant dopamine crowd. They are slow, strategic, and oddly calming when you're not screaming at a missed 3-foot putt. And here's the kicker. I've never spent a single penny on VC. Not in 2K21, not in 2K23, and not in 2K25. I genuinely don't see the point. Everything you need, you can grind for. Yes, it takes time. Yes, you'll look like a budget golfer for a while. But slowly, piece by piece, you unlock gear, apparel, and clubs that make you feel like you've earned your spot on the leaderboard. That's what makes it fun. If you're the type who drops $50 on fancy gloves and a sparkly visor on day one, more power to you. But for me, the grind is the reward. That said, the game's not perfect. Let's address the digital elephant in the room, performance issues on PC. I'm running a 7800 XT, and let me tell you, this card handles AAA titles with max settings like a hot knife through butter. But PGA 2K25? Sometimes it stutters like it's trying to remember how grass works. I've read plenty of complaints online too, so I know I'm not alone. It doesn't happen constantly, but when it does, it's noticeable. For a game that isn't exactly melting GPUs with photorealistic explosions, this kind of lag on a high-end card is disappointing. Hopefully, a patch will fix it, but for now, it's a scratch on an otherwise polished experience. Now, about the Season Pass. I'm torn. On one hand, it's a great deal. You get a bunch of gear, cosmetics, and sometimes exclusive courses that are genuinely fun to chase. On the other hand, the grind to finish the pass feels a bit excessive. It's less of a, hey, here's some cool bonus content, and more of a clock in, you've got another 200 XP levels to go by Thursday. It's not bad, but it feels a bit unnecessary, especially when the base game already has so much to do. One more gripe before I get back to the praise, the lack of real-life pro characters. This one stings. Sure, you get a couple of familiar faces, but most of the roster feels like randomly generated club members from a Sunday charity scramble. Where's the star power? Where's the real PGA Tour lineup? You can create your own guy or gal, but part of the fun of a sports game is matching up with real-world pros. It's a bit of a missed opportunity, and one that 2K should seriously consider addressing in future updates or titles. Still, all things considered, this game is a win. If you're a true golf fan, this is as close to real-life course management, shot shaping, and strategy as you're going to get from your living room. The visuals are stunning, the swing mechanics are tight, and the sense of progression is real. You'll curse missed putts, celebrate chip INS, and find yourself saying, just one more hole until you realize it's 2 a.m. and your thumbs are numb. My final verdict? 9 out of 10. Nearly perfect, a couple of hiccups, but an absolute must-play for anyone who even remotely enjoys golf. It's not trying to be something it's not. It's just pure golf, well executed, with enough polish to make it feel like a worthy sequel. So what do you think? Let me know your thoughts, and until next time, keep swinging, keep grinding, and stop blaming the wind for your bad drives.